Peace. Oh my God. It's been some time since I've gone live. And here's my sports bra in the back from my yoga practice this rising. Grand Rising. It is 11:11 on 11:11. Okay. And I am excited to be here to deliver a message. I thought about this yesterday and I just wanted to come on live. Like, I have not done a YouTube live in a while, and I was gonna record a video to then share, but to like post it at 11:11, but it wasn't the same as me being here present with the energies that will be present here today. So very much in my fall colors today. Orange is one of my favorite colors, one of them. But today we're going to be talking about what is it time to do. So what is it time for? What is it? Because today is 11:11, right? And so 11, the number of one holds the vibration of newness, new beginnings. Think about the ace and the tarot. It's the beginning of something. And so we did just have a new moon in Scorpio. So new moons are all about setting intentions and, taking some actionable steps to realize those intentions and help the universe co-create that reality with you. So now could be a good time to check in on those intentions you set last week, or just to embody this energy of newness. So new beginnings, just because it is hibernation season we are going into, just because it is a time of, I feel like some of us are going into hermit mode, that is still a time where we can set intentions for newness. We can be going in right now to create some structure. We can be going in right now to plant the seed. So, and this very much kind of what this energy is about anyway. So I think Spirit is wanting us to think about that. So I'm going to pull some cards for us. I'm going to give us a message, see what's going on for us, and then get into our guidance from Spirit on what we need to be doing right now. What is Spirit saying for the collective that taps into this video, whether live or on replay? What is, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? Because sometimes, I like to think that I be tired of the 111s and the 222s. You feel me? Like, I be wanting a real specific message. So this message could also be for me. So I am part of the collective that I read for. And so I want us to be just open to receive the message. If you have a specific question in mind, something that you've been thinking about, like, what do I need to do on this? This is not I'm not a person that's going to be like, if you do this, then it's going to have this outcome. So I'm allowing Spirit to speak through me. I'm allowing the message to come through as it should. So, that's just my disclaimer. I am not a person to be telling you what you should or should not do with your life. I am simply telling you what Spirit is going to be communicating through me. So if you're ready for that message, go ahead and drop a little wave in the chat. You feel me? Whether it's live or on replay, like I said, I drop a little hand. You be like, I'm here. I'm attending class today. So yeah, but also as an alert for y'all that are here, I am doing a sale this Friday on my online resources. So I have created and newly redesigned some of my resources to include a little bit more information, to take you through some things. And I just want to explain those really quick before we get into this message. So for those that know me, I am a spiritual mentor and intuitive healer, and my mission is to empower 1 million Black women around the world to love themselves fully and out loud in order to live liberated. I believe that living liberated is going to be the key to a lot of things, right? So when we are truly living in alignment with our true selves, we can do anything. And so I host retreats, I host mentorship programs, I host workshops all around these different topics. I curate safe and sacred spaces for Black women to heal, to be truly vulnerable and be held in sisterhood. Because I was tired of waiting on somebody to model what that looked like. I was tired of waiting on someone to hold that space for us. And I decided to just do that myself. So I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it's really been, beautiful for me. I really love what I do. And so I am really good at breaking things down. And so I created some online resources to help you all break some things down in your own life. So I did have this workshop, and it will come back next year, The Art of Mothering Yourself. And so from that workshop, I created a journaling guidebook because I realized that a lot of people want to journal. Like, we talk about journaling, and I am a big advocate for journaling all the time. And then some people are just like, well, I don't know what to write about. I've never really picked up a journal before. What am I supposed to say? And so in this journaling guidebook, I guide you through my healing framework, which is the ARC framework, ARC. And so in part one of it, you go through what is accepting your childhood. So there's a journal prompt in there to help you realize and validate your experience of yourself at a specific age. And you can use this guidebook for many different ages, whatever needs to be healed at that time. I'm personally using it tomorrow for my 12-year-old self. I'm going through the process again. And I've done the workshop 4 or 5 times already. And every time I did it, I did some more healing. So you can definitely do it more than one time. So you go through accepting your childhood. You go through releasing some childhood pain. So it's a 2-pronged activity there. The first activity is helping you to write down what it is that you wish you would have had. You know, sometimes our inner child just like, I need to get that out. Like, I need to tell you, I wish you would have did that. Like talking to a parent, talking to a guardian, talking to whoever as a child and expressing what it is that you wish you would have had. And then moving into the second part, which is writing a letter to your younger self, telling them what they needed to hear at that time. And so you know what they needed to hear. So that's what you'll be doing in that part of the activity. And then the third part is C, which is creating a pathway to nurturing yourself in the here and now, nurturing yourself as well as your inner child. So creating, I'm all about the actionable steps after, giving you the tools to move forward. So it's not just about, okay, we did that, but what are we doing now to continue to mother ourselves, to continue to show up for ourselves with tenderness, with care, and with fierce self-compassion. And so that's the Art of Mothering Yourself workbook, the journaling guidebook, and that is going to be on sale tomorrow, this Friday. So it's going to be 25% off. And then I have my newly redesigned and more in-depth guide to healing your chakras. So in this guidebook, it breaks down what the chakras are. It talks about the importance of healing our chakras, and it talks about what it is that each chakra, the energy that each chakra holds. And so like what it looks like when it's in balance, what it looks like when it's not in balance, what it looks like when it's blocked, what are the typical energies, what would you feel when you're not feeling when they're not in alignment? What do you feel when they are in alignment? What are the colors associated with each? What are some general tips around working with and healing your chakras? It breaks down, the location of each chakra, the herbs and aromatherapy associated with healing that chakra as well. It's very in-depth, very, very, very in-depth, and it is one of my favorite creations. And so I just finished editing and uploading that to the website last night. So you can definitely look at the site and see the online resources that are available that will be 25% off on tomorrow. And then one of the last ones that I'd like to talk about, there's more besides this, but I don't want to spend a whole time talking about my online resources, although I could. The third one is my Get Your Shit Together journaling guidebook. And this is again for someone who wants to journal and wants to get their shit together mentally, physically, spiritually, but you don't know where to start. So this journaling guidebook is based on my mentorship program called the Get Your Shit Together program, where we work through 3 of the big tenets that I believe are involved in us healing and showing up as our true selves. And so each of those has about 5 to 7 prompts. So the first one is the rebrand. So breaking down, helping you to giving you prompts to help you break down what it may look like to rebrand yourself. The second part is the foundation. This helps you to work through what are the things you need in order to stay grounded in your healing journey. And the third is the toolbox. So helping you to figure out what are the tools you need in order to keep going on this healing journey, because it's a journey, okay? And we loving the journey, but sometimes it be hard. So those are the resources. Those are some of the resources that will be 25% off tomorrow, because all of them will be 25% off tomorrow. And if you want to know about the other sales that I'm doing, because this is part of my Black Friday month, know about the other sales that I'm doing, definitely click the link below and join the email list, because there will be another sale next Friday for a different part of the things that I offer. And I'm very excited for that as well. So if you're wanting to stay in community with me as well, like, I don't just talk about the sales and discounts and stuff, although that's a perk of being on the email list. It is a sacred space that I share with other Black women that are looking to heal. And I share my insights along my healing journey. And I share, what Spirit calls me to really help my community to thrive. And although if you work with me one-on-one or not, it's a very beautiful space to connect with me, because it's where I'm really the most vulnerable. If you're not my client, that's where you'll get the most in-depth version of me. If you want to be in a community with me, a virtual community with me, I have my Patreon community on patreon.com/lovinggthejourneyy. That's 1G and 1Y. And you can definitely join me there. Right now, I am running a special through the rest of the year for, if you join and you get 3 of your friends to join, and you all at least join for a month, you as the inviter will get 3 months free. And so that's $99 that you save, almost $100 that you save by doing this special. And trust me, you will get the bang for your buck. I have over a year's worth of healing guidance to help you to really thrive in your healing journey. We talked about healing through chakras. I have a 7-week chakra challenge that you can do self-paced on your own. I have insights on how to a lot of guided journaling prompts that are available, because I used to do it weekly. It's the Patreon has evolved now to just monthly sister circles and monthly liberation workshops, which next year we will now have featured healers every single month. I'll be having new healers, Black women that are healers, coming into the community to share their guidance, to share, what it is that they are experts in. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead, click clack those links. Okay, the only link I have right down there right now, when I'm recording live, is the one for my email list. Actually, the one for all of my the links to all the things, so you can go visit that link and check out all the things that I mentioned. So, all right, now to get into the message. I am a little sore, y'all, because I just started getting back into a regular yoga routine. And I also have visited my friend on Monday, and I was holding her newborn baby. And babies be heavy, child, and you be having to hold them like just like that. And it's like my arm is not used to sitting in one position holding a human or holding anything, honestly. Like if I'm holding something, it's because I'm getting ready to sit it down. So that was a lot, but I'm just trying to, work out these tense muscles. But yes, let's see, Spirit, what is the message that you have for us? What is the situation right now? What is the energy surrounding us right now? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Thank you, Spirit, God, ancestors, and guides, for giving me the gift of reading tarot. Thank you, Spirit, for the presence of any dark, low vibration, or stagnant energy that is not for my best or the best of those that are watching at this time. Thank you for giving us a presence, our message that is easy to understand, comprehend, and may it elevate us and bless us with some clarity that will help us to align with our highest and best on our journeys. So thank you. Love surrounds me. Faith supports me. Wisdom guides me, and a veil of white and gold light protects me. I thank you. So I'm seeing like it gives me 3 of Wands energy. Like I'm seeing someone stand with like like a warrior. Like, and I've been watching the 100, so that could very much be what that's about. But it's kind of giving me the energy of like staking, like you just arrived somewhere and like you're like, this is mine. That's what I'm seeing. Like not Columbus energy, okay? We're not colonizers. But it's very much, and here we have the King of Wands standing with a stake, or what is that called? Something, though I don't know the word for it, but that could be the energy we are in right now, is learning how to take our power back, learning how to say this is mine, and this is what I'm claiming for myself. Because the second card we got is the Page of Swords. And so the Page of Swords can talk about learning something new. I also get this energy of following where you're guided. So if you're being guided to somewhere new right now, it could very much be scary. right? Like you're needing to, we have the overall energy is the Ace of Cups. So it's this energy of being open to receive, this energy of, holding space for the new, holding space for the new, right? Um, and so I'm paying attention to these birds here, and they're like going two opposite ways. And so specifically what that's making me think about is like you might be feeling like you're going one way, and then you get like guided another way, and you're like, well, wait, I thought I was supposed to be going that way, or I thought I was supposed to be going that way, like which way is it? And really what this is telling me is that this is about you learning, right? This is about discernment as well, and this is about trusting really where you're guided. um and yeah, not getting caught up in the confusion, more so getting focused on what you are meant to learn from each of these experiences. So whether you are going through something that you feel like you thought was going to be a forever thing and it ends up being a short-term thing, what are you learning from that situation? That is the question right now. What are you learning? Because it's preparing you for when you get to your thing, and then make, like, some of us want some forever things, right? And so when you get to that thing, you'll know it with extreme clarity. This is mine, right? I have been preparing for this. This is what I have been setting intention for, and I know it with clarity. So let me see what else about this. Okay, why we get the Page of Swords again in the second deck? We got the Page of Swords again. And so I'm getting this energy because it's clarifying the King of Wands, of fighting for what you believe in. Again, this is mine. I believe in this. And so how are you showing up that you believe in it? How are you showing up in this energy of, yeah, I know. Like King of Wands is very confident, very sure, very passionate. You feel me? Okay, yeah. And how are we releasing attachment? We have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of that deck. So releasing. What are you feeling burdened by right now? What are you allowing to burden you? Because sis is holding on to these. She don't got to. She don't have to hold on to this. She doesn't have to be, picking these things up. I don't know the whole story right now. I wasn't talking to her. But it's visually, she is choosing to hold these things. She can put them down, right? So what is it that you are holding on to? Okay, and we have the Devil card that clarifies the Page of Swords. So this again, what are we attaching ourselves to that is not really meant for us long term? What are we called to? What are we calling ourselves to just be drawn to? And not are we calling ourselves to be drawn to, but paying attention to what it is that you're drawn to do, paying attention to how you show up, in this like addiction type of thing. This may be called time for you to heal your sacral chakra, because that can rule, addictions, compulsive behaviors, things like that. So this could be maybe what you're learning about. This could be a season of you learning what it looks like when you are engaging in compulsive behaviors, when you are engaging in addictive, maybe self-sabotaging behaviors. So when you're when you're feeling like it's this back and forth energy, it could really just be you having to learn something. So we always talk about, I always like to talk about, if you have to do the thing or you're in the thing over and over and over again, then you haven't learned the lesson. And so Spirit may bring you back to something so that you can learn that lesson. How can you show up in this energy of like, I know what I should be doing, I have learned my lesson, I can move on? I'm also getting some Saturn energy. So some of us could be in our Saturn return. I know I'm in my Saturn return. Yeah, but this is also Capricorn energy as well. So Capricorn can be very headstrong, very they're all about the money, right? They're all about like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm going for. And it can sometimes, you can lose focus of what is outside of you. And so it can be time for you to really take inventory of what's going on. So this Page of Swords gives me that energy, like taking some time to look around. Taking some time to look around, and then you can fight the battle. Then you can show up and be like, not that, not that, doing that type of energy. And so we also have, okay, so we got 3 major arcana here. 3, I love the number 3. So you can be seeing 3s as well. So we have Judgment as well as the Empress, okay? And Empress is also 3 in the major arcana. And so what I'm picking up from this, it's 2 different things. The first thing is there is this maternal type of energy maybe looking over some of us. Someone who has passed on, like with this Judgment card, I'm picking up on that energy as someone that has passed on that is looking out for you. But you have to receive the ways in which they are communicating with you. So it might be time for you to, because you see how she's offering something and they are down here waiting to receive. So how are you receiving the message? How are you discerning the message? So again, this energy of paying attention is what I'm picking up on. Picking up on what it is that you're being communicated about. It could be feelings in your body that you have to go inward to figure out what that is. Nobody's gonna answer. Nobody's gonna be able to answer that but you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, this Ace of Cups energy, opening your heart, not hardening yourself to it, not being frustrated by it, because I've definitely done that too. It's like, I just was saying, I don't know what that angel number means. I don't know what that means. And then getting frustrated by it rather than, sitting with it, rather than maybe journaling about it and asking, what is this? What does this mean? Sitting in meditation, asking your higher self, what does this mean for me? Why have I been seeing this number everywhere? Why have I been running into people like this? Why have I been drawn to this? What is this about? Asking the question rather than just getting frustrated by it and hardening your heart to it. You need to open your heart to that message. Okay. And so the Empress is again this energy of receiving. The Empress knows who she is and she sits in that power. She is always ready to receive. This is also Taurus and Libra energy. So beautiful, beautiful energy. They're ruled by Venus. And so specifically, I'm thinking about Taurus right now, this energy of Taurus is the earth sign. So your connection to the earth can be important for you right now to ground yourself, as well as seeing the beauty that is around you. I feel like some of us are caught up in some circumstances, right? So this energy of feeling like you're going back and forth, and it's really, you might need to just get out of that for a moment. Just not think about it for a moment, because babe, you can't change things that are out of your control. So how can you honor where you are? How can you recognize the beauty of where you are? Okay, so that is the general message that Spirit has for us around what we need to be doing right now, or just what the energy is. What's the energy? Anything else for us from this, Spirit? I'm also sensing some balance. Balance is needed with everything, right? So we're not going to be too on one side of it and not so much on the other. We have cups, swords, and wands. We just don't have pentacles. Well, we have the Empress here, which is that earth energy. So there's this need for, again, utilizing, I'm saying again, because this is actually a conversation I had with myself last night, utilizing everything you have at your disposal. This is giving me magician energy. I wonder if it's at the bottom of the deck anywhere. It's giving magician energy. The magician has the swords, it has the pentacles, it has the cups, it has the wands, and it is able to use these tools that it has in a balanced way to create the reality that it wants to create. So what are you being called to create right now? That is the question. And let's see what Spirit says to us. What are we being called to create right now? Let me shuffle this. What are you being called to create right now? Okay, what are you being called? One of those itches. I be looking crazy when I'm trying to sketch. I know. What are we being called to create right now? Oh wow, I miss reading. Also, I am still doing Scorpio season reading. So if you are needing a reading to know what the energy of this season is for you, what are you meant to learn, what are you meant to overcome, and what guidance your spiritual team has for you, you can definitely book that at the link below as well. So I saw 4 of Swords twice here. I feel like I'm gonna blow my nose in a minute. Okay, what are we being called to create, spirit? What are we being called to create? Left out two parts. What are we being called to create right now, spirit? Okay, we have a flipper. We have the Three of Wands, which is, again, I told you this is what I really saw someone's back to me when they were saying this, which is why I said I saw Three of Wands. So we're being called to create a vision. This is very much 11/11 energy. Okay, it is about you. That was really weird to do on camera. That was on a booger. I was just scratching my nose. I was trying to make sure ain't nothing came out because it tickled in there like there is a booger and there's no booger. Y'all be picking y'all nose too. I don't want to hear it. So Three of Wands usually is preparing for a trip, a long distance, going a long distance. They could also talk about learning. We talk about the Page of Swords as well. So creating a vision. What are you desiring to learn right now? We are always in control of creating our reality. So instead of showing up in this space of, well, I'm just learning what the universe throws at me. You can show up in a more powerful way and say, this is what I'm desiring to do. This is the journey that I'm desiring to go on, and taking the first step to do that, because the universe responds to you. Okay, so if you are always sitting in this energy of, woe is me, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what's going on, that's when you're going to get the back and forth from the universe. That's when you're going to get the, well, one day we might do this and one day we might do that. And I am reading myself right now. Okay, so what vision are you ready to take consistent? I'm getting Knight of Pentacles energy. Consistent steps towards, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Hanged One, right? The Hanged Man. So for you to create that vision right now, you might have to sit still, and you are used to being in your action, right? You're very much masculine energy, and Empress, we had her come out earlier, is very much the feminine, the sitting in receiving, right? So today is a 7 day. So when we add up the numbers of today, it equals 7. And 7 is a number of spirituality, right? Spiritual energy, divine downloads. So what you're called to do today, and maybe just in this season, however long this season is for you, it's different for all of us, is to sit with it. You don't have to take any action right now. She hasn't moved anywhere. She's still standing on the shore. You don't even see a boat for her. Well, there's some boats already out there. You don't see her boat, right? So the tools, not the tools, but what you need. So yeah, the tools, what you need to get where you're going may not be present for you right now. And you are wanting to just go, 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 go. And it's like, no, I need you to sit here for a minute. I need you to sit here for a minute. And it's okay to sit here for a minute. And you can do while you're sitting, right? We can meditate. We can, prepare, right? We can always prepare. When you are sitting still, that does not mean you are doing nothing. And so we have the Five of Cups. You are sitting here like, I don't have everything I want yet. So why would I sit here? Right? Like these things that have been making me feel like I'm going back and forth, they're failing. Like the things that I'm trying are failing. They're not working. So why am I sitting here? There's something I need to be doing. There's something I'm not doing right. Like all of this energy is what I'm getting here. And it really is about you changing your perspective. It's about you pivoting. And I would say this, I know this is hitting for me because just yesterday I was forced to look, right? What is it that I'm missing? If you are constantly hitting a closed door, there is something that you are missing. There is something that you need to turn around and take a look at. There's something that you need to survey the land and pay attention to. And so instead of sitting in this Five of Cups, I have failed energy, I need you to look. Like it's right behind her. 2 full cups. And she's focused on these 3. So I need you to turn around and look at those. That is what this moment of stillness is for. And it's also for you to take care of yourself. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is also for you to nurture yourself. Whenever she comes up, I always get this energy of self-care, self-love, mothering yourself. Definitely get the guidebook at the link below. Okay? Get the guidebook to help you learn the art of mothering yourself, because it is an art. It is an art. And when you treat yourself as this Queen of Pentacles, guess what? Everybody else has to meet you there. And if they don't, where they gonna go? It don't matter. They're not going with you. They're gonna go, somewhere else. They're gonna pack up their shit and leave. Okay, they're gonna pack up their shit and go. We have the Ten of Cups. You're gonna get all that you want. Okay, you're no longer gonna be restricted by yourself, by your own thoughts and your own beliefs about you being a failure. You are not a failure. Okay, you are a brave person that's willing to try things over and over and over again. There are so many people that don't try anything new, right? Definitely insane type of energy of doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And you are trying different things. So give yourself credit for that, right? There is no restriction in that. The only restriction is in your mind of you telling yourself that I am this and I am not that. Your words that you tell yourself, the narrative that you tell yourself matters. And so there's something that we're holding on to here. Could be some pain from the past that we need to let go of. We definitely have the Six of Cups here. So maybe some inner child healing that you need to do about your own self-worth, something that you need to release, something that you need to let go of. And it's really time to let go. It's really time to let go because it's affecting your foundation, and your foundation has to be strong, my love. It has to be strong. So that is what I'm seeing that Spirit wants us to do. Remember, we're being prepared for, having a vision. So let's see what Spirit's guidance is. Oh, I'm going to use one of my favorite decks that I haven't really used in a while. Oh, my God. And if this is hitting for you, definitely you can tap. What the hell am I saying? You can tip me on CashApp, Venmo, or PayPal. CashApp is Loving the Journey, 2G's, 2Ys, and so is the Venmo. So let's see what guidance our spiritual team has for us. Now, this is my favorite deck aesthetically. It is such a beautiful deck. I know they have other decks. I want to get more of them. I really, really do, because they're just so beautiful. Like the artist, who is the artist of this? They don't say, it just say it was created by two people. So let's see, what is our guidance? What is our guidance from our spiritual team? Okay, give us some message. Give us some tips, tricks, tools on how we can, really create our vision. Sit in this visionary energy. Sit in this liberator energy. All right, visionaries are liberators because they can see the vision, right? And now it's about making it plain. Now it's about taking those steps to realize that vision. And what can help you to do that can be thinking about the times you've done that in the past, right? So when we're trying something new, we very much can get defeated in the sense of like, this is something I've never done before. I can definitely fail. Okay, but how are you going to empower yourself, right? So you can fail just as much. There's just as much of a chance of you failing as you succeeding. So how about we focus our energy on that and empower ourselves by looking backwards to see, okay, when have I faced something new before and what has been the outcome, right? Just, and think about the times where the outcome has been good, all right? Don't focus on the times where it did not work out. Okay, let's empower ourselves. So, all right, Spirit, what is the guidance for us? 2 or 3 cards. Ooh, let's see. This deck is big, and I'm used to, my deck that I've been using just for me is this small one. See how small that is compared to that? Okay. Ooh. Let's see. What is the guidance? Oh, all right. What is the guidance for us? One more. Oh, these are so beautiful. I'm excited to show y'all these. Okay. Okay, we got 2 more. Bottom of the deck, we have Fall Into My Arms. Okay, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So again, this is the energy of balance, right? So we might be in this energy of experiencing 2 different things, or 2 things that are on the opposite ends of the spectrum that can be a lot. So how are you going to surrender? Because we also have surrender here again with surrender to the sweetness. This is Venusian energy for sure. Is that saying right there? Venus energy. Yes. Okay, surrender to the sweetness. I was just talking to y'all about looking around. The earth is a beautiful place. We are in a rock, in the sky, in the universe. And we sometimes forget that this place is beautiful because there is so much noise, right? There is so many bad things that are going on, right? So how can we embrace the energy of the polar opposites? Okay, looking at acknowledging that there are bad things going on, right? But we don't have to sit in that energy. We can also see the beauty that is here. We can also honor the fact that the earth is evolving as we are evolving, and so we can embrace the beauty that exists here in the now. And so we have a lot of pink here as well, which again gives me that Ace of Cups energy, heart chakra. So we have, I'm gonna just say the cards. You have the Courageous Peony, and then I'm gonna read for these. We have Your Life is a Canvas, very much visionary energy, and we have Water Your Garden. Didn't I say we're supposed to be taking care of ourselves right now? Okay, Spirit, thank you for the confirmation. Thank you for the confirmation. I love it. Okay. And so we have flowers here as well. So maybe if you have an altar, putting some flowers on your altar. I personally have a self-love altar. I sprinkle some rose petals, some dried rose petals on that altar. I have some rose petals, full rose petals on my ancestor altar. So it might be time maybe to just put some fresh new flowers there on your altar. Take a spiritual bath using the herbs from the earth, right? I think I'm going to take a spiritual bath today, actually, to cleanse some old energy so I can welcome in this 1111 energy. You feel me? Okay. Oh my God. And I never noticed this man here on this card. So for some of you, this could be about you embracing love, like true romantic love. This could be about you setting intention for love, envisioning what you want your partner to look like. Even I feel like I might get mixed reviews on, how specific you can get when you're setting intention for love, but you can meditate on meeting your love, meditate on, being in another planet, another universe with your love bug and seeing y'all together in this beautiful, beautiful place, right? And so also just seeing cleansing energy. How I have had this deck I have never noticed this man, and I used to pull this card so much. Sometimes I feel like, was this man here? How did I miss it? Like this is why I know spirit be working, because your eyes are just drawn to different things sometimes. So I'll say for me. Any fellow readers, let me know in the comments. And I'm also getting this lotus energy. Lotus is associated with the crown chakra as well. So your connection to divine consciousness. So what is it that you are doing to connect to your highest version of self, to connect to the universe and receive the downloads? Again, today is a day of downloads. What are you doing? How can you open yourself up to receive? And maybe a spiritual bath might be that. Because again, I'm just paying attention to this water. So to cleanse yourself, to receive those downloads. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so then we have the Courageous Peony here, which says, being multifaceted and unique in nature, let yourself be seen. So this is that vulnerable piece, allowing your light to shine. And I wouldn't be surprised if whatever affirmation comes out to confirm that as well. And then for your life is a canvas, I'm paying attention to these like mountains that have this like up and down type of energy. So the terrain may not be smooth sailing to get to where you want to go, to get to what you're trying to create. And so it's important to know that. So as you're setting your intentions on today, not setting intention, or maybe you can setting intention for it to happen with ease and being open to receive how that manifests for you. Okay. Sometimes when we're asking for things, we forget to ask for it to come easily. We just like, I want that. And then we forget, the universe is like, okay, think about the movie Aladdin when it's like, okay, when you make a wish, you need to be really specific, because some of us just get into like, well, I want that thing. Like, I want to be the president or whatever. Like, I want to be that. And they don't think about the how, right? The universe knows how, that there's many different ways to get to what you want. And so being very clear as you set your intentions today on what it is that you're wanting. Okay, and setting intentions for how, not how in the sense of like when I do step one, then I want to get step two and get step three. How are you desiring to feel on the way to your thing? How are you desiring to navigate that thing? What is the support would you like to have support along the journey? Are you just saying, I want to get there, but I want to get there with love? I want to get there with my community. I want to get there knowing that I can make it. I want to get there being in a space of reassurance every step of the way, being very specific. Okay. And again, I'm getting these like crystallized things here. Rose quartz can be a crystal to work with on today or just during this season here. And so the last card we got is the water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Hanged man energy. So allow yourself to rest. And you see, is she massaging herself? Yeah. Give yourself a massage. Loosen up that energy. If you can't, book a massage right now, you can definitely get you some oil, just some shea butter, get you some lotion, and rub yourself. You feel me? It might be a little bit more work, but you are worth that. Okay. Until you can get what it is that you want, you got to do what you got to do right now. And that's another message. Okay. I just heard North Star when I saw that. So North Star is like, it's like the compass, right? Without you needing a compass. Like you can look at the North Star. I don't know what the North Star look like, but I'm getting the energy of it's a metaphor. Like, how can you follow the obvious signs? Okay. And so your guides will be communicating with you in a way that is obvious to you. So when you're asking other people for advice, they don't know how spirit communicates with you. They don't know how the message may resonate for you. So you need to be really fucking clear and communicate with your guides about, okay, this is a very obvious sign for me. Seeing a specific color at this time of day may be a sign for you. Seeing a specific animal, right? But you would know that. Instead, you are asking for confirmation from everybody else, and they don't know. They don't know what you know. Okay? So you got to follow your North Star. Okay? So this is a long ass reading. It's 41 minutes. So let me get into our affirmation and self-care, and then we can go. Actually, I'm going to do self-care first. Actually, we know what the self-care is. Sit your ass down. Okay? So let's see. I release the past and all that is no longer in alignment with me. Okay, that is an intention you can set. And what other affirmations do you have for us, Spirit? Joy is my birthright. Okay, surrendering to the pleasure of life. Give yourself that joy. You don't only need joy once you get the thing you want. You will never have long-lasting joy. Okay, how can you have joy all the time when you are focused on, well, I can't be happy right now because I ain't got this thing yet? Yes, you can. Okay, we got one more, and then we do got one more. I did that card already. I think that's all the ones. Nope. Okay. I am so worthy. Okay. I allow myself to be connected to everything while being attached to nothing. That goes back to what I was saying in the very beginning of the reading, the devil energy. What are you being attached to right now? What are you not allowing yourself to move away from? And I hold the power to reinvent myself and recreate my own life. What are we talking about? Your life is a canvas, being the visionary. So remembering that. And then I'm also getting when life gives you lemons. What you gonna do with them lemons? Make you some motherfucking lemonade. Okay, and so we also have, I let go of all excuses and allow myself to embrace the life I deserve. So what excuses are you using right now that are blocking you from embracing the life that you deserve? Okay, the life that you are so worthy of. And the world needs what I am holding inside. Okay, you better believe it. You better believe it. The world doesn't, and we have a lot of green energy here. Again, this is heart chakra. Okay, heart chakra. If you are being resistant to what you want to receive, there could be some heart chakra blockages or imbalances within you. So definitely get my guide to healing your chakras, y'all. Like that will help you to understand how you can work with that energy, what you can do in order to heal your heart chakra. And it's going to be 25% off tomorrow. So wait till tomorrow. It's going to be through the whole weekend. But definitely sign up for my email list so you can know the code, okay? When you sign up for my email list, I share that code specifically with them. I do not share it on a public platform. So subscribe now to the email list so you will get the email tomorrow morning giving you the code to get your 25% off. But if you like, I need that now. Go ahead and get it now, boo. Go ahead and get it now. Okay, so definitely. I'm also getting energy of like plants. So maybe spending more time with your plants, with the earth, with the things that come from the earth. That's very healing, right? The earth is a very healing energy that can help you to heal your heart chakra, to help to ground your energy as well. And we have this energy again of relaxation. You see her chilling with her little dog. Okay, so that's the message. That's the message. Thank you, spirits. I love to see it. So let me know how that resonated for y'all in the comments below, and feel free to book your own personal reading at the link below as well. And also tip if the reading resonated. You know what I'm saying? If this is an energy exchange, I just gave beautiful energy to you all, and I love to do that. And I will be grateful to receive some energy back from you in the form of a comment, in the form of a tip, in the form of some love in some form. So yeah, the links for tipping are below as well. So thank you so much for tuning in to one of my readings. I have not gone live in a while, but let me know if you want me to do this again, because I definitely love to read for the collective, especially because I'm part of that collective. So thank you. I'm sending you love, and send this to someone that may need to see it as well. Peace, y'all.